Welcome to another episode of Breaking Bank. This is your host, Jack McKeag. And you can reach me at libertyaid.org or write us at contact@libertyaid.org. Um, this is going to be about lies and liars. I haven't done this in a while, but it's just like, I just feel like it needs a little bit of an update. Peace out, right? The thing I did at the end of the last video I just did. What does that mean? Peace. See, signs and symbols are for the subtle realm. It's a language. Signs and symbols, you don't need to speak English or Russian or French, or works in every language all across the world. It's the only international language is signs and symbols. Okay, it's what liars use. Like, their religion is lying. They run this place, and the only way anyone on earth has ever had fame in the history of anyone, okay, is either they're a saint with God or they're God in human form. Those are the only, and I mean, how many is that, right? Those people with fame. So that's Jesus, Meher Baba, a famous saint. Can you think of any? I don't know if I can. I've never met any. I've been given that title, but I haven't met any. You see what I'm saying? I've met one, but I'm not naming them. So, no, not famous as that, but, and not really famous. So, well known. Anyway, but the only way, unless you're God, because I have no fame. You see, obviously, and my YouTube views don't get seen, nothing. Even if you're saying you don't get fame. So the only one who gets fame in here is Jesus, the Son of God, right? And other people have fame, right? Have had fame, some notoriety, any of that. They're all Satanists, and they're all Satanists to the level of they have to dress a different gender, like the Baphomet, goat god with the two gender thing, like breasts up top, and and the junk down there, like they worship that god, so they become as close to that god as they can. Like they're not up to spiritual nothing. They're down like, we'll wreck this body, and then we get power here and fame. Fame matters to them. I mean, I don't know why, but it seems to have meaning for them. Like, power over others is like their thing. Not power of helping them, just power of lying and controlling, Because, like, nothing in the media is true. There's no dinosaurs, that's a hoax. There's no war ever been fought in history. Never. History's fake. The last time the dome was washed out was in the mid or late 1800s, okay? Like, entirely washed out, as in everyone died. And all the buildings washed away. That's why, everything's been built since then, or built on top of something else, like from that date forward. Oh, well, these are the ruins from the last thing. Yeah, I bet. Some things are built out of stone, might last under the sea until the next time, and they renovate them. Okay, not many. A few things maybe, but that's it. So history's a complete lie. No wars happen. See, anyone with fame or power, like a government employee, is either one of two types, and it's almost all of them are cross dressers. Okay, they that's their level of fame, a paycheck, and control and power over others is a government job. They have some power over others, you see, and so they're almost always religious Satanists. And I'm not saying they always even know it. They're so asleep that they think that the thing they're doing, that's weird to them is some, because the medical establishment is all, changing people's observable look of gender. They can't change someone's gender. Only God gives genders. This whole peace out. This is about cutting your junk off. If you're a dude, or just changing it and changing the appearance of the eyes and the face and just going under the knife and doing all this plastic surgery crazy stuff, adding implants. Some of them have hundreds of implants all over, like little things everywhere to like give you a brow ridge and a small nose. Like these things go in all your cheeks because guys have bigger cheekbones and bigger, jaws. Like my head's big and my head slopes back. Like my head's big, my shoulders are big. I can get 3 heads up here easy, maybe more. My shoulders are big. And they're straight across. See, my shoulders are straight across. Anyway, they're always hiding these things. Those are the lies, the liars who make all the lies happen. Everything on TV is a lie. Every news story, once in a while, there's hey, we're having a garage sale down at the church. Maybe they're having that garage sale, but the funds aren't going for what they're saying for. You know what I mean? If they're having a benefit, maybe that benefit is happening, but it's not happening for the reason they say. So everything on TV is a lie. And every newscaster, local, regional, national, they're all not their gender that they're dressed up as. Not a single one of them. Almost every government employee, let me go back to that, sorry I got out of that. Almost every government employee is, they call them transgender, but they're not. They didn't change their gender. You can't do that. They just change their appearance and they change their body and they just do crazy things like castration and just all these super creepy things that just makes it hard to go to the bathroom and live a normal life and stuff. They do all that out of the worship of their God. Or who's the other type of government employee? A fucking coward, right? Oh, I'm scared. I should do what I'm told. I no longer have self-will. I'm under orders, and so that's fine. I get a paycheck, and I'm under orders. You're not doing what's right. Humans do what's right. They don't do anything for a paycheck. They're given orders to do. They don't do that. You're not human. So God degenerates you. You're still in a human body, but you're not a human. Maybe he'll bring you back to human status, but those things, they don't want to be human either. They're cross-dressers. They're against God. They want to look human. They're no longer human. They've defiled what God gave them and tried to change their gender, which they didn't do. So they're just lying. They lie about the gender. They lie that you owe them money. They lie about every single thing. That's their religion, to lie. Okay, if you're in a religion, that you're saying, oh, I need to help you to get to God. No, God wants you just an intimate, one-on-one relationship with your maker. I'm not saying you need me to get to God. I'm saying a contract. You can sign with God, leave the dome, and not have to pay taxes. I'm an accountant, okay? I'm not saying you need me as an intermediary to get you to God. No. You need somebody to tell you how to get there who's gotten there. I have proof I've gotten there. Okay? You need someone to help you. Either God or someone who's gotten there. Go for God. You don't need me. Go for God. But see, the other team, they're in place to see if you love God or if you fear anything. If you fear anything, you don't love God. See, that's as simple as that. If you have any fear about anything, that's the absence of loving God in that moment. Fear is the absence of your love of God. Just that simple. Okay? You don't love God if you have fear of anything. Okay? If you love God, your only desire is to leave this body. Please bring me home and get me out of the land of stupid cowards who don't care about truth, right? They hide the truth. It's their religion to hide the truth. See, it's not just that you're lying. I'm saying, no, you're saying something else. You're actively created a subterfuge about everything that's real. Okay? You lie that certain animals exist when they don't exist. You lie that space exists when we're under a firmament. We're in a small sphere, right? We're in a tiny little place, and God's watching everything. And everyone in here thinks we're on this ball spinning around. I'm like, oh, jump up and down. And if this, I mean, have you ever seen the Earth is spinning at 999 miles an hour? Have you ever seen anything go at that speed on Earth ever? And does anything move that fast? First of all, nothing can. But the ball's spinning that fast. Now, what's the mirror image of 999? 666, and it's tilted at 66.6 degrees, right? And the 666, it just never ends with this crew, right? The curvature is like 1 in 6.66 or something like that. I mean, it just goes on and on with the signs and symbols. See, they're religious, zealots, right? The 666 and this whole subterfuge that caught you up in believing this bullshit, right? They've made it so comical. And they use all their signs and symbols and numbers so like a 3-year-old can figure this shit out, right? 33, we, me, 33. E, right? E, that's the E, sideways, right? W, M, right? We, me, 33, right? That's saying, they're telling you all day long, you're saying, and I tell you on a video, and you go, you know what? No. That's your rebuttal to everything on Earth being named that. You're like, that's just a coincidence. Everything is a total coincidence in my life. Nothing, there's no such things as signs and symbols. What's a square and compass? It's more this scissors thing. We cut off our junk because we love Satan. That. You think the police have bullets in their guns? If you ever spoken to any of them, they don't have a fucking brain cell in their fucking head. They follow orders. They're like an organic automaton. They're not capable of making decisions in the moment. That can never happen. They have a walkie-talkie. They do what they're told, right? Why would they ever, and I mean ever, be given bullets? They wouldn't, unless they're like fake bullets, you know what I mean? They're gonna do a scene for, quote, news, right? North, east, west, and south, bringing you the bullshit news, all the lies that are fit to not print. Everything, every news event is live. So they do give them like starter bullets and, smoky things to shoot out into crowds and stuff like that, but not any real bullets. I mean, sometimes they give them rubber bullets, but then they quit that, because people got hurt. They can't do that. So, they're nothing to be afraid of. The police, they don't have guns or bullets or nothing, If you're in the wrong, God will let them snatch you up. And then if you're in the right, he won't let them. I've had 2 of them try and jump me in a courtroom, armed, pre-planned. They came in because they knew I was in court, cleared the courtroom, and went to jump me to put the handcuffs on and cage me. Frozen solid by God. Yeah, can't cross this line. I did my tour, said you could come to court and watch, and you didn't come. Hey, that was your fault. You're a coward for not fucking dropping your job and coming and watch a saint beat them in God's name in their courtroom. You're a fucking coward. You missed out on it. What the fuck were you thinking about, okay? I beat the lies and the liars. I did it live on a fucking schedule. You didn't come. Like, you deserve to come back in here and stay in hell because of your cowardice. See, you're believing the lies and liars when I have proof that you don't need to, okay? You don't have to listen to them. You just follow along and take more of their money. Some of it. You follow along with some of it. what you find, okay as camouflage for you. But then you just take their money and treat them as a comedy routine. They're like the straight guy in a comedy act, you know what I mean? But they're the queer guy, right? But they're, you see, isn't that funny? They're the straight man. Oh, we're the police. We're important. We know something. We have power. Da, da, da. They're constantly standing there for comedy. That's what they're there for. Me, like they had that fake Florida shooting recently. You know what I mean? And so what they did is like, now we can go to the drum circle in force and stand around, and everybody might want us there. No, you came, and I'm just in between, dancing for God and praying, for Him to kill me and get me out of coward land with you all. I come out of the circle and this blonde, cross dresser, I identify as a lady now. An ugly fucking lady with, angry. But I just happened to walk by her twice. It was so funny. I was like, oh, did you come down and dance with me? The first time she was like, next time I walk by, I was like, if you ask me to dance, I might dance with you, if you're nice about it, I might. She's like, it's funny. They're nobody. They're nothing. They have no power. They're just there for a comedy routine. Show God that they're there only for comedy. God is all powerful, and you have to use them, to let God know, hey, I had one of your, liars come by, and I fucking rode that bitch up and down on my comedy routine. Yo, I just like, oh, I got the mic. I'm on stage, and you're my comedy routine. Whenever I see these fucking people, these cross-dressing, whatever. And then, if it's a government employee I got to interact with, they're punching their thing. They're stealing my money to, quote, serve me or whatever the fuck, right? I'm going into the rainbow. You're in a sphere. You're in a dome. And got weed trust, the whole thing. You're at my mercy. So I'm going to tell you the truth. And the next day, if you're still there, well, God's going to burn you in hell for eternity. Yay. And you deserve it. Now you know you're a coward and you deserve it. So you have to learn to read the signs and symbols out there, right? And you have to follow them. You have to follow God's law. You have to expose the liars, and you have to treat them like, they have no power, which they have no power. Until you give it to them. And why give them any power? God has all the power. And so then if you're with God, what? You're supposed to be helping people. That's all. Okay, I'm helping people. If you're going to try and stop me from helping people, well, I'm going to treat you like it's a comedy routine up in here. Okay, because I'm with God, and it's going to be funny. Trust me, if anybody's watching, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting pretty funny at making you look stupid and powerless, which you are. Anyway, so lies and liars. None of what you heard is true in school. There's no, what is it they call that? Like, that chemistry chart, the atomic chart or some shit. That's bullshit. Molecules, all this shit you can't see, all them germs. Shit is real. You don't want to eat shit. You want to eat clean food. You want to eat clean water. But that doesn't mean, like, all these tiny little boogeymen that you're always, I wash my hands. I go in the bathroom, there's shit inside of you. There's piss inside of you. What the fuck is this washing your hands every 2 seconds? Shit and piss ain't gonna kill you. And that's like things you don't want them all over yourself, but can't you pee in a fucking toilet without pissing on yourself? You're washing your hands. Oh my God. Great, I want you doing that if you're serving me food, but the rest of you all, what the fuck are you thinking about? I'm scared of everything, even my own hands. You're creeping me out, yo. Your fear. My problem is my nausea level is so always extreme because your cowardice, like I can smell it. It's just this stench that just, it's like standing in a pile of shit. Your cowardice has a stench that just makes me so nauseous. I literally spit blood all day, like every day I spit blood. Seriously, because it's just the just it permeates every pore that I'm stuck in here with your nauseating, you know, cowardice. It has a stench. It just in every government building, in every government uniform, in every flag flying, every police car, every holiday, every traditional sale day at every store. You know, this whole place nauseates me, and I beg for death all night and day from God. But so I'm here, and I'm willing to help you out if you want to leave. Apparently, I did some shit to God, and He's got me stuck in here with you fucking cowards for like, you know, 5 minutes is too long, in my opinion. Okay, to be around you all, right? To those that are not going to be the cowards in here, I'm here for you. And yay, I never met you face to face, right? Maybe one or two ever. I guess I never get to do that, but you're online. I can reach you this way, and God bless your success. I'm here to help you. All right. Contact at libertyaid.org. God bless your success.